The minimalist paradox. Does less really mean more? In an age saturated with consumerism, the allure of minimalism has captivated many. It promises a life uncluttered by material possessions, advocating for the idea that by owning less, we can live more fully. But herein lies the paradox. How does the act of letting go of things translate into a richer, more fulfilling existence? At first glance, minimalism seems straightforward. The philosophy encourages us to declutter our lives, to shed the excess that weighs us down, both physically and mentally. Yet, as we embark on this journey of reduction, a critical question arises. What exactly do we gain in place of what we give up? The experience economy, trading objects for moments. One of the central tenets of minimalism is the idea of prioritizing experiences over possessions. Research suggests that experiences like travel, concerts, or shared meals tend to bring more lasting happiness than material goods. For example, consider the case of a young couple, Sarah and Tom, who chose to invest their savings in backpacking through Southeast Asia instead of buying a new car. They returned with stories of adventure, cultural immersion, and friendships formed along the way, feeling more fulfilled than they would have with a shiny new vehicle languishing in a driveway. Yet, is this a universal truth or merely a trendy narrative? The implications of a life centered around experiences raise questions about what we sacrifice in the process. Many minimalists report feeling more connected to the world around them through shared experiences. However, can these connections truly replace the comfort of a well-loved chair or a cherished book? Consider the example of Marie Kondo, the tidying expert whose method encourages people to keep only the items that spark joy. While her approach has transformed countless lives, it also raises the question of whether joy can be found in the memories associated with certain possessions or solely in the experiences we create. Next question is related to the psychological impact. Minimalism is about freedom or deprivation. Another layer to the minimalist paradox involves the psychological implications of letting go. For some, decluttering can be liberating, a way to clear mental space and reduce anxiety. The story of a woman named Lisa illustrates this point. After a significant life change, she decided to downsize her home and possessions drastically. The result was a newfound sense of peace and clarity that allowed her to focus on her passions like painting and volunteering. However, for others, this journey can feel like deprivation. The process of parting with belongings can trigger feelings of loss, nostalgia, and even identity crises. For instance, when John, a longtime collector of vintage vinyl records, decided to sell his collection to embrace minimalism, he found himself grappling with the loss of not just the items, but the memories associated with them, such as late-night listening sessions and the thrill of discovering rare albums. As we strip away our material possessions, we may inadvertently strip away parts of ourselves. Can we truly find fulfillment in a life devoid of items that carry personal significance? Next paradox I would like to discuss in this video relates to a false opposition: consumerism versus minimalism. The minimalist movement often positions itself in direct opposition to consumerism, but is this binary view too simplistic? In striving to live minimally, can we inadvertently fall into the trap of minimalist consumerism, where the pursuit of less becomes just another marketable trend? Take the rise of brands like Muji or Everlane, which emphasize minimalist aesthetics and simplicity. While they promote the idea of thoughtful consumption, one might wonder if purchasing their sleek, minimalist products undermines the very philosophy of minimalism itself. As brands begin to market themselves as minimalist, promising quality over quantity, do we risk commodifying the very philosophy we seek to embrace? This raises the question: can true minimalism exist in a world driven by consumption, even when that consumption is aimed at the right products? Ultimately, the minimalist paradox invites a personal exploration of what fulfillment truly means. For some, it may be found in the absence of clutter, in the freedom to roam without the burden of possessions. For instance, consider the story of a digital nomad, Alex, who sold all his belongings to travel the world with just a backpack. He found immense joy in the simplicity of his lifestyle, engaging with diverse cultures and meeting new people. Yet for others, fulfillment may lie in a balance, an appreciation for both experiences and the meaningful objects that enrich our lives. As we delve into the minimalist journey, we must ask ourselves, what are we willing to let go of, and what do we truly value? In navigating this paradox, perhaps the answer lies not in choosing between less or more, but in understanding the intricate relationship between the two. In a world where the definition of wealth is shifting from accumulation to experience, we must question whether minimalism is a path to richness or a mere illusion. The answer may depend on who we are, what we seek, and how we choose to engage with both the material and the experiential tapestry of our lives. The community aspect, bonds beyond possessions. An often overlooked aspect of minimalism is the sense of community it can foster. Minimalists frequently share their journeys online, creating networks of like-minded individuals who support one another in their quest for a simpler life, like we do here on this channel. Their podcasts and documentaries illustrate how many find fulfillment not just in personal experiences, but in shared journeys toward a common goal. Take the example of a local group that meets regularly to discuss minimalism and share tips on decluttering. Participants often find that the discussions lead to deeper connections, as they share not just their struggles with letting go of items, but also their stories of personal growth and transformation. In this way, the minimalist lifestyle can serve as a catalyst for building relationships that transcend material concerns, emphasizing the value of human connection over ownership. Moreover, diverse cultural perspectives enrich the conversation around minimalism, inviting us to consider how different societies interpret the balance between materialism and fulfillment. Finally, let us discuss one more paradox: the environmental impact, less consumption, more sustainability. As we grapple with the minimalist paradox, it's important to consider its environmental implications. Advocates argue that minimalism can lead to more sustainable living, as it promotes conscious consumption and reduces waste. For example, individuals who adopt minimalism often find themselves gravitating towards sustainable brands, reducing their carbon footprint by choosing quality over quantity. This intersection of minimalism and sustainability raises further questions. Can the promise of a richer life through minimalism also contribute to a healthier planet? Ultimately, the minimalist paradox challenges us to navigate the complexities of our relationship with possessions and experiences. It invites a personal exploration of what fulfillment truly means for each of us. As we ponder the balance between owning less and living more, we may find that richness is not a destination but a journey, a continuous process of reevaluating our values, priorities, and connections. In a world where the definition of wealth is evolving from accumulation to experience, minimalism offers a path that, while fraught with contradictions, can lead to greater clarity and purpose. As we engage with this philosophy, we must ask ourselves not only what we are willing to let go of, but also what truly brings us joy and connection. In doing so, we may discover that the minimalist path is not about deprivation, but rather about making space for what truly matters in our lives: experiences, relationships, and a deeper understanding of ourselves in relation to the world around us. In the end, the minimalist paradox is not just about living with less, it's about discovering the profound richness that lies in the simplicity of being.